Okay everyone, so I'm going to start this episode with going over all the main ingredients for this recipe as I usually do, and let's get started. So we have our chicken pieces here, and I took the skin off for this recipe. It's healthier, and I find that having the skin is really not going to enhance the taste in any way. So I have the chicken that I'm going to first marinate. After marinating for an hour or two, I'm then going to prepare the base sauce, and then I'm going to be frying and cooking the chicken in that sauce. So first of all, I have my dark meat chicken pieces, but you can use whatever type of chicken parts that you prefer. And I have a bit of cayenne pepper, I have some turmeric, I have some what is it called, cumin powder, I have some yogurt, I have some mushrooms, I have some ginger, I have some coriander leaves, I have black pepper, ketchup, and lemon juice. Now I'm also going to be using garam masala, and I will probably end up using the whole spices. And I don't think it really matters. You could use the powder, and I will be using the ketchup, the coriander leaves, and I should show, I also have in my blender here some grated up onion, and I'm going to be using that for making the sauce or the gravy. Now I will start to marinate the chicken, so I will be back with the garam masala and I will get started on that. I get started marinating the chicken, and so I looked in my pantry. I didn't have any garam masala powder, so I'm going to be using the whole spices. And for this recipe, I'll just use cardamom and cloves. It will be good enough because there's a lot going on, and I'm not going to miss the cinnamon or the bay leaf. So I have that. I'm going to be adding to that the ginger garlic paste, and I will be adding some black pepper, not too much. And I'm also going to be adding the yogurt. Not too much yogurt. It will help to make the chicken tender, the tartness of the yogurt. And I'm just going to be mixing all this together, and I forgot the lemon juice. So I was just going to be pouring a bit of lemon juice here. And before I forget, I'm just giving this a bit of a mix. When you add yogurt to any marinade, you want to make sure that the yogurt is either plain. Plain is best, and if you don't have plain, you can get away with vanilla flavored yogurt, but you don't want anything stronger than that, because then the flavor of whatever flavor you have of the yogurt is going to be mixing with the other flavors, and that's not a good thing. So here I used vanilla yogurt because that's what we had, but you can, again, plain is best and vanilla is okay. So as you can see, I'm just mixing all this together, and I'm going to be marinating this chicken for about an hour or 2 hours. And after that, I will be back and I will be making the gravy for this beautiful chicken mushroom garlic chicken mushroom curry. So the chicken has been marinating for about 2.5 hours, and I am preparing the onion. So I took 1 medium onion and I put it in the blender, and I've just been grated it that way, or made a relatively fine onion paste. And all I'm doing right now is I'm frying it. So it's not brown, but it is maybe a very light golden brown color, and it's emitting a beautiful smell. And so right now what I'm going to do is just add some more grated garlic. I'm going to give that a nice stir. Oops. And I'm also going to add some ketchup. I always manage to somehow. I guess that's what happens when you're doing the camera work as well as the cooking. Anyways, I'm just going to mix the ketchup in, and it's really smelling very, very nice right now. And I don't use very much salt in my cooking. I added just a tiny amount of salt, only to the onions to help them fry. But you can add as much salt or as little salt as you like to taste. And if you are facing any health restrictions, you know, whatever is best for you. I don't use a lot of salt in my cooking. Now I have the onions very nicely blended with the garlic and the ketchup, and now I'm going to be adding my mushrooms. And I find I've done chicken with mushrooms before, and I find it gives a beautiful, beautiful flavor, actually. It's very, very good. Okay, so I'm just gonna, now, at this point, I'm gonna be adding my chicken pieces and browning those. And I have the marinade here, which I'm going to add later. I have my beautiful chicken pieces cooking, and I hope you can see how gorgeous this looks. I just turned these two pieces over, and I'm just about to turn this one. And there's a beautiful crust forming on the side. So I have my mushrooms, I have my chicken, and all I'm going to be doing now is adding back the marinade with some warm water. And that's it. I'm going to be covering this and cooking this, and once it's near done, I'm going to be adding my coriander leaves. So you can see how beautiful this chicken curry looks. And I'm just going to move this these chicken pieces around a bit so you can see the thickness of this beautiful, beautiful gravy. I love it this thick, so you can do whatever you prefer. And it just smells absolutely awesome. So I'm going to put some coriander leaves. Just mix that up a little bit. It's just fall. You can see it's really fall off the bone, tender. Really, really good. So I'm just going to take this and plate it. I cannot wait to eat. And I think that this is going to be one of the most delicious curries I think I've made, especially with chicken. And remember, this is chicken with mushrooms. So you've already got your vegetables in it. It's very quick and easy. There is a bit of marination, but it's fairly easy, and it's a little bit different from most curries. So I hope you give this a try. I cannot wait to have this now for dinner. It looks absolutely amazing.